Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live with Brinkofspeed and Octane Hour. We've got amazing neighbor Mark back.
And of course,
and
I didn't
forgot to turn his volume down.
I turned it down. My goodness. Skip ads. I'm going to skip ads. There we go. I'm going to How do I do it? Oh, there we go. I got it. See, it's been so long. I don't.
He doesn't even know what he's doing in here.
Yep. I'm back. So good to see everybody.
So today we're going to talk about why the 2024 C8 Corvette delay is actually going to be a good thing for some buyers.
And is Clarence coming this time? Should I make room for Clarence? Is he
He's
coming?
not.
He's been a guest host for how?
Twice.
Twice, yes.
Yeah,
Is he gone? He's out of town?
He's out of town. He's
Hey, Clarence.
back in his town.
Good to see you.
Yep.
On the live, yep.
So we've got a lot of people in here already. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody.
Yes.
Jonathan, Dr. Corvette. What?
You see, Mark T said someone, and I'm a little upset that you didn't say it during your video of
What?
the Z06 review. The black interior with the red stitching. That's Mark's car build.
Yeah.
And Mark T said, someone tell neighbor Mark, that Corvette World Dallas has the Z06 with his black and red stitching.
It's true.
So, yeah.
We got, let's see, Track Speed 815. I'm not sure. He says he'll see us at Carlisle. Sweet. See you there. Cryptex 90. My 2023 Stingray has been at 3,000 status for almost 3 months. The suspense is killing me. That actually surprises me that it's been at 3,000 status for that long.
How long did he say?
3 months. Caleb says, what's up? Eric O. Joe Manresa, Lego D17, Ronald Jackson, C8 guy Brandon. Lots of people.
Robert Cirilli,
YMV,
Clay Ernest,
Kevin
Savage
Oran
Jeff.
says he can buy a 23Z at local dealer, 50K over. I said 10.
Larry Anthony, welcome. Lee Poss, Mike, my Stingray was built today. Congratulations.
Nice, very good. Get it in before they stop making them.
The winner of the radar detector.
Oh, wow. She just got her car today?
No, it's being built. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Boy, it's been a while for her.
Yeah, but she was on McMulkin, and I think about a month ago she was on the live and said she was getting ready to.
I was thinking, okay, wow. Well, that's great.
Bossa Nova is on.
Use the radar detector. Don't get a ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Don't get a ticket driving to the dealership to pick it up either. Throw it on the dash or something.
So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Even John Somerville's back on.
John,
welcome.
Hello.
So, guys, we actually have a brand new giveaway that we're going to talk about today.
We talk about it now? Or?
Yeah, brand new giveaway. Well, real quick, I teased you for a second. Brand new giveaway we're going to talk about.
Okay, see, he's teasing us, and now he's going to
We're
walk away.
also going to do a
walk
weekly
back.
giveaway.
All right.
But before we get into that, we're going to go over real quickly the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 2023 70th Anniversary Edition with the Z07 package plus $25,000. Guys, this ends in 12 days. They've already collected over $1 million. It's going to a good
cause.
Yep. And right now, for the last bit, you're getting 40% more on your ticket purchase. So the link is in the description. Click on that, and you will get your discount on the tickets. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway now. So, as you can see on Underdog's website, we have teamed up. Underdog plus BOS.
Oh, look at that. You're making the big time here. Look at that. He's on the Underdog website. Look at that.
That's right. So, Darren, if you want to put the box out there. So if you guys did not see the latest video of Darren and I detailing a beautiful new 70th anniversary Z06 that is Darren's friends.
I thought you were teasing on that video. I thought your video said, oh, well, this is what it would do on a Z06. And I'm like, oh, he's just going to coat a regular car. And sure enough, there was a brand new Z06 white 70th anniversary in Darren's garage. Only question is, why isn't it not there anymore?
It went back home to the owner.
Okay, back
But
home
I did
to the owner. Okay.
Make sure I test drove it, make sure the coating was on there
Yeah.
properly.
Make sure it had good wind resistance.
So I can say I have a little Z06 experience.
So
now.
before we even get into that,
Yeah.
your first impressions, man.
First impressions. So this car had just the normal steel brakes, but the braking definitely is a step up from the Z51.
Yeah.
You definitely feel the braking. I feel like the suspension may feel a little stiffer. And I don't know if
It
it's
is.
because the wider body and you've just got more meat on the tires underneath you, maybe.
Yeah.
But especially when I put it into track mode, everything really stiffened up.
Oh yeah.
Really?
And the sound in track mode is
awesome.
almost obnoxious inside. It's almost, and I like loud exhaust, but I was like, oh man, this is loud.
Well, you got the choice, right? You can just dial it back
Right.
if you want. That's the
Yeah,
nice
and
thing.
the biggest thing is just that raw power. Even at low RPMs, you're 1,000 RPM just going. It feels like it just wants to go.
It just wants to take
Where
off.
our cars in the Stingrays, you got to get the RPMs up to feel like you're
Yeah,
moving. So, but yeah, I'm excited to get mine sooner
Wow.
than later.
Wow.
Heck yeah. We'll
But that
talk
was
about
your
that.
dream build. I know you always talked about getting the Z06, the 70th anniversary in white.
Convertible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
convertible. That was
Convertible's
coupe,
a deal breaker for me now these days. So,
Yeah,
so yeah.
Okay, so
nice car.
back to the Underdog plus BOS. So we told you guys we had something big for Carlisle coming, and it's actually starting before Carlisle. So if you saw that video, you will already know that Forged Light Wheels, Wheel Designers, Brinkofspeed, and Get Underdog have teamed up to bring 2 sets of wheels to you guys as a giveaway. So right now, as of right now, the only way to get entered into that giveaway is to buy Underdog products. Now, it doesn't have to be this box, but if you watch that video, you'll see why. You'll see a very clear presentation of why this box is probably the best value. But if you just want to buy some soap, if you just want to buy some of the, the
Undercoating
actual
itself.
coating,
Yeah.
if you want to buy some perps, which is
Yeah.
the liquid clay bar, whatever it is you want to buy, you're going to get entered into the contest, and it's dollar for dollar entries. So whatever you spend,
And you're getting 15% off your order. It's
Yeah,
it's a win-win-win.
yeah.
Oh.
It's a,
Win-win-win.
so
I might have to sell
thank
my
you,
Carnauba
Andrew.
wax.
What's that?
I might have to sell my Carnauba wax that I got at Carlisle last
Should.
year. I have
This
not
is
used yet. Not used yet.
a
But
million times better. But anyway,
Trevor, help me out here. I think I heard you put Carnauba wax on one of your cars
is
recently.
Trevor on here?
I don't know, but I'm just reaching out because
Did
Trevor.
you see the black Z06 that he just polished up the other day?
I think I did. Yes, I did see. Yes.
Man, it's a beauty.
Yep.
So I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. And actually let me put it back on there because I didn't even scroll through it. But if you guys scroll through the website, you'll see, the products that we used and how easy it is to just go ahead and purchase them. And like I said, they're going to keep track of your entries. And when we get to Carlisle, it's going to change up a little bit because we will have some more items that you guys can purchase to get entered into the giveaway. And you're going to get to see the wheels, not the exact wheels you're going to get. You're just going to get to see Forged Light wheels, and I think he's bringing a set of Stance wheels.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I
Okay.
do think there's going to be 8 different wheels.
Okay. Lots of wheels.
And there's going to be 2 people there to represent both Wheel Designers and Forged Light. So the cool thing is if you don't like Forged Light wheels, or if there's some other brand you like, that's where Wheel Designers, there's just the parent company. If you want to buy Vossens or Stance or BF
Right.
Forged, they sell them all. So a lot of wheel options. The 2 people there that'll be helping with Wheel Designers and Forged Light, I mean, they're industry professionals. You can ask them any questions you want, and they're going to answer for them,
Yep.
So good deal.
So I think you guys are really going to like this giveaway. It's only going to be a month long. This is not going to be like the last one that, lasted for 3 months. It is ending at the very end of August, and we will pick a winner probably the first or second week of September is when the computer will do a random draw and we'll get a winner.
Yeah, so get your Underdog products now. Like Mike said, there will be some opportunities to buy another item while you're at Carlisle, but it's only going to be at Carlisle, and it's going to be pretty limited, so don't wait for that. Originally we were talking about it was just going to be a Carlisle thing, and we thought, well, that's not going to be fair for people that can't make it. So we decided to open it up, give everyone a couple weeks before to make sure they get their chance to win and get a discount on the products.
Mike, you mentioned my favorite word that I like to hear in August.
Carlisle?
Carlisle. I'm psyched about going to Carlisle again. I can't believe it's been a year since we were there. I cannot wait.
So did I miss something on here? It looks like people are saying we hope someone's okay.
I had a heart attack when I saw that Z06 in Darren's. No, I'm just kidding.
Glad she's okay. Something that General Lee said. Let's see. Hey, Corvette, my daughter was in an accident. Oh, no. Dang, I'm so sorry to hear about that, General.
What happened? My daughter was in an accident. I'm heading there right now. She's fine, but her car is damaged. I'll watch this later when I get home. Hey, Mark. All right, so it's all good.
Because he said hey to you?
Yes. Well, because plus he said she's okay, but the car's damaged, so maybe that's not really okay.
That's the second time something's happened to his daughter.
Yeah.
On a live. Last time that happened, it was his daughter's dog that got hit by a car, remember?
All right.
Oh, that's awful. So sorry. I'm glad she's okay, though.
Yep. But let us know about how the car's doing. Want to hear how the car's doing. Just kidding.
So next up, I wanted to discuss my last two videos. We're going to talk about Corvette World getting a new Z06 while we discuss the main topic, because it kind of ties in, but they got a used Z06 for the first time ever.
Used Z06 with under 200
miles.
And it is past the 6 months.
It is past the 6 months.
No, that's what I was asking when I was watching. Did you mention that in the video? I
don't think you did.
I didn't, because I didn't know until the end.
Literally, Mike and I got a text from Rob, literally 20 minutes before that. And Mike was like, all right, I can, because I think you could tell the lights were off. They literally just got that car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it is past the 6 months, so you get a warranty. The guy just didn't drive it. He sat on it for that long. And
he sat on it for that long. Corvette World had to pay more than his sticker, but call Rob and ask him the scoop. I'm not at liberty to say what's going on there. It's not a big deal, but
let's just say the dealership's not making a lot of money on selling that car, even at the price that it's at.
It's at $196,995.
And making,
and they're So anyway, it's kind of like the same thing that happened with the C8 in the very beginning, only it's a little bit different because of the situation that the guy had when he bought it. So he actually paid over for it. So and then the video that we've been talking about, the Magic in a Box video, go in the description below. They're both linked. Check that video out because it's a good video if you want to learn how to detail your any car.
Any car, really.
Yeah, any car. So
anything. It's
anything.
Shoes. They can use that stuff on shoes, I hear, and protect your leather. You've put it on your seats, right?
Yep.
Oh, Andrew from Simple Cooking is on. Awesome.
Hello.
Welcome.
You need to invite him over since he's local. He can come and maybe cook us up something for dinner.
We should do that. You know what?
I've already talked about that.
Next time you're not going to be here. We'll have him come over. He can cook for us, and then we'll have him on the show. We seriously got to line that up.
Mark knows him, though.
Doesn't matter.
Mark used to be right next door. Well, not right next door.
Neighbor Simple. But what do you mean? I'm first out of this boat? Am I the first off the island, apparently? Darren just went right to it. He goes, oh, Mark, you won't be here if he's coming. He can sit right here and make us some stand-up something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Because I'm starving when I come over here. I need to eat.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get to the main topic here. We actually have quite a bit to cover. So first off, I would like to know who was affected by the color constraint last week besides Darren.
Oh,
now you're giving it away. Gosh.
I hear so many people upset. They couldn't.
Because
right?
There's got to be some of you out there.
Constraints, right? Is it the color constraints? Is that what we're talking?
Well, there was a lot of constraints.
There was a lot of constraints, but the color constraint was the biggest one of all of them because they're like, by the way, guys, we have 3 beautiful colors and you can't order a single one.
I texted these guys. I got the call early. It was literally, I had my phone just like this up, ready to work. And I see my guy ringing. I'm like, oh, this is happening.
This is it.
I talked to him. No, everything was cool. We went over my
the
build.
Z06.
For the Z06.
Yeah.
We went over my build. I like, make sure you got this. He's like, all good. He goes, yep, we're putting it in. It's good. Congrats, blah, blah, blah. And then
he was actually putting your car in for a status code.
He had the
GM.
allocation. Everything was cool.
It wasn't a list.
He called me back. It was probably 1 o'clock, 1:30. And I saw him calling. I'm like, oh, and he actually told me, hey, I need a copy of your driver's license. I don't have it on the file. I'm like, okay. So I figured, oh, maybe he needs something. He goes, hey, we need to talk about your allocation. I go, oh, what's up? He goes, well, they basically rescinded your allocation. You can't get that color. Do you want to change your color?
Oh, you wanted the cacti green, didn't you?
And I was put on the spot, and I was sitting there, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't change.
Okay,
and then I told you guys, you guys have been dogging me ever since. I should have changed my mind. But
so wait a second. Everybody on this blog, there's like thousands of people watching right now, and thousands of people. Everybody gets a call, says you can order a Z06 right now, and then you pick a color, and then they say no, you can't. Yeah. What's your answer? I'll take anything. I'll take white, green, blue, anything if I can't get the color I want.
Amen, brother.
Just take it. Take it. And Darren says, nah, wait.
I told you my reasons. If I'm spending that kind of money on a car, it has to be. And I've.
But look at what somebody said that you were just holding out for cacti.
Yeah. Well, regardless, one of those 3 colors. And
one of the 3 new colors he can't get, so now he turned it down. He told the dealer to call the next guy.
Hey, look what C8 Stingray 23 said. Took possession of my new C8 and within a week used multiple Underdog products on it. Great stuff, and thanks for the recommendation on protecting my new ride.
Cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. It is phenomenal stuff. So yeah, a lot of cacti talk up here. Also, Vulcan construction is on. Welcome.
Was that the first 2024 allocations? Or actually, the first 2024 allocations were only Stingrays, and this was the second week.
No. This is the first for everything. Well, sorry. No E-rays.
No E-rays is right. That's right. No E-rays. That's right.
So yeah. So I just wanted to know if there was anybody on the stream that happened to. I don't see anybody putting that did. And then my next question was going to be if there was. Did that make you change your decision like Darren changed? Or did you just say, you know what, I'm just going to go with a different color? I'm not going to...
I mean, part of my reasoning, I really believe this color situation will be figured out in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It has to. If not, then...
It's just not on the first allocation. They got to they got to ramp up for 2024. They probably want to ramp up with the existing colors that we have. Let's not go too crazy. The second or third allocation cycle.
I'm not gonna lie. It was I was bummed out by the end of the day. So much that I didn't even go work out. I just came home and I went to barbecue
and drowned himself in the barbecue.
By the way, real quick, I haven't even said it yet, but please hit the smash. Hit the thumbs up button.
Oh, I can do that too. Can't I?
Hit the thumbs up button. It really helps YouTube know that you're enjoying the content.
There we go. There's only 25 thumbs up.
No, there's 58.
Okay.
But you know what it was, Mark?
I'm behind.
You know how
but we need a lot more.
You get something you've been waiting a long time for.
Oh, yes.
And it's like the adrenaline dump, right? It's happening. It's happened. And then I tell everyone, and then I got to tell everyone, well,
it's not happening.
It's not happening. Yeah.
Oh, that's like having a fish fall off your line as you're pulling it in, right? And it just
you wouldn't even know what that.
Yeah, don't even tell everyone that. Actually, you know what? That'll be a trivia question.
That'll be a trivia question. Yes,
exactly. Yep. Okay. So the next question is: did anyone give up their allocation like Darren because of aero constraints or wheel constraints
or any other constraint?
Well, those were the constraints.
Okay.
Wheels and aero and colors.
How about the carbon fiber? The high wing is all...
Well, that's all aero.
Yeah.
Oh, the aero.
Yeah, the aero. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So did any of you say, you know what, I can't get the aero, I can't get these certain wheels I want, I'm not getting the car? Is there anybody out there like that?
But you know what, Mark? I've got a lot of good karma coming my way. Because you can imagine the guy that probably was calling them, hey, sorry, we didn't get that. You don't get an allocation, and then 3 hours later, he got the opposite experience.
Oh, can you imagine?
He got the phone call. Yeah. Hey, the guy before you, he passed.
Yep.
Guess what? We can build your car.
Jumping at.
So I made someone's day. That's the good thing.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
So
yes, you did.
All right, next. If so, what is your plan if the next allocation given to you still has the same constraints?
Oh,
That's
good
to you
question.
guys.
Good question.
it's
Does
to
he
him.
make the same decision twice? The clock begins.
That's right.
I may have a different question or a different answer because Mike and I had talked about another idea of doing some sort of wrap that really doesn't matter on the color
No.
for either one of us.
Uh-huh.
And that's what popped in my head. I was like, you know what? Then I'll just do that. But then,
Captain America 2.
Nope. Not
so
gonna
I
happen.
don't know. Honestly, I really feel like I will hold out
Okay.
because I put too much energy into what I want.
Thinking about
I
it. Yep.
think I'm next with a Mulcom allocation, hoping the Q9i wheels will be available, but I think I'll change the wheels, won't push that off. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let the wheels
Don't let
hold you
wheels,
up.
yeah.
I mean, the only thing that would really, and from my opinion, I would be happy with is, I mean, I don't think it's ever going to happen, but if I was forced to get like the carbon fiber wheels on a Z06 because the other wheels were on constraint, because I don't want to spend $10,000 for the carbon fiber wheels. So
You're never going to get that. I mean, I can't say you'll never get that back, but the odds of you finding someone that's like, oh, I wanted those, I'll pay you 10 grand extra, they're just not out there.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
all right, so let's go on to the good news now. So, the 2023 C8 production extension that we all know about, it was extended from sometime in August all the way to September 12th, has allowed more of you to take delivery of a 2023 Stingray or Z06. Someone's calling me and I'm sending them the voicemail. And there were quite a few dealers out there that actually got surprise Z06 allocations a couple weeks ago. So I think that's kind of cool.
And again, they're not sold retail orders. They have to put them in as, right, the last couple allocations were all
They were real.
They were dealers. They weren't able to put them in under names, right? The last couple allocations, they couldn't
No,
put it.
I
They
don't
weren't
think it
sold
matters.
They just, the dealers ordered it under dealer stock. 'Cause remember the
Maybe, but
last
you
couple
were still able to get whatever you wanted.
Yeah, you could order it, but you couldn't
yeah.
put it under a name.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
the sold retail order?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But
Yeah, it doesn't. I agree. So I think that's good. And then this may be a record year for GM Corvette production. After the last few years of production woes, this should instill some confidence in GM's ability to pump out enough Corvettes to soon catch up with demand.
You know what? There's this point to be made about not catching up to demand.
Okay?
Okay?
I'd love to hear it.
My friend is a big watch collector, and he just sent me an email about how in Rolex, if you see the waiting list for Rolex,
Yeah.
it's like
3 years for a Daytona.
Okay?
They're not going to pump those out any faster. They like the exclusivity. I like the exclusivity. I have my car. I want my value to stay high. So don't pump them out like it's a freaking loaf of bread.
Well, they are.
I want them to slow down.
Hey, what's the number up to on, what's the name?
It's huge.
Facebook.
It's on Facebook. I haven't looked at the recent number,
Let's
but
look.
we know that if we keep going till September 12th instead of
It's going to
September
be over
1st,
50.
it will get pretty close to beating 79. My year
You
79.
should go to
so
Facebook and check his numbers.
We'll check it out right now.
which is what, like 52,000, 53,000?
53 and some change.
Yep.
Yeah.
1979.
So I think that's a good thing. I think it's, 2021 or 2020, they only were able to produce, I think, 21,000 C8s. 2021, I think it was right around the same. 2022 was 26,000. Or maybe it was 32,000. Maybe I have that backwards. Maybe it's 2021 was 26,000. 2022 was, I think, 32,000 with Z06s included. Or no, that wouldn't be Z06s. That would just be Stingrays. I think it was 32,000 for 2022.
That sounds about right.
And then now we're jumping all the way to 50,000.
That's a big jump.
That's a gigantic jump. So
It's
I know
incredible.
there's a lot of people out there that wanted that to happen because for 3 years you couldn't get a C8. It was 12 to 18 month waits at most dealerships.
Yeah, and it's all the more reason. We've said this for months now. If you're on a list and say you're 10 or 15 behind or whatever for the next one, start calling around. I'm telling you, there's dealers that have allocations right now.
Right.
Because the lists have just blown up. People have backed off of them. They've canceled. And if you just get the guy, in fact, you probably should call like 2 or 3 days before the third Thursday of the month. When they know they're getting the allocation, hey, I am ready to go.
Right.
I'll give you the bank deposit because
I agree.
As of August 1st, they've made 5,073 Z06s.
50,073.
No,
So my
Z06s.
point is, Mike,
5,000 Z06s. They've made let's see, they've made out of the Z06s, out of the regular Stingrays, they've made 38,785 regulars and 4,000 70th anniversaries. So you add that together is 43 plus 5. So you still got July, August, September. So yeah, you're getting really close.
Made about 48,000 cars.
Yeah. So I was going to say, Mike, before we move on about that, is calling other dealers. Don't think, well, I'm probably about 6 or 8 months before I get a car. Call around, because if you want a car now, you can probably find one now.
Yep, pretty quick.
So somebody just put that the Brinkofspeed code is not working for Underdog.
So here's what I would. Well, you can try it, but because I asked Joel about this.
Okay.
The kit, if you're just looking at the kit, it's discounted. They put the discount like at 101.95.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be discounted another 15%.
Okay.
But you do need to put the code in to get entered. But I'd be curious, Paul, if you use the code like on the soap or the towels or the other stuff, if you get the discount on that stuff. Maybe that's the confusion. He might have turned it off, or maybe he accidentally turned it off. I don't know.
I'll have to contact Joel after
but
this.
Don't just wait a day or
just wait a day. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, the kit's supposed to be like it's $101 after the discount, which it shows. So yeah.
Okay, so I saved the best for last, of course, and this is basically going back to what the title is of this video. So if you are an E-Ray buyer and you have an early allocation, this 2024 production delay is actually helping you, in my opinion. It's helping me. It's a big benefit. Because if I would have had to place my order for the E-Ray last week, I would have had the same exact problem that Darren had. I would have been very frustrated. I still probably would have ordered an E-Ray, but I would have been extremely frustrated that I couldn't get the color I really, really wanted. Yeah. So, because it was pushed out 3 weeks all the way to August 17th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow, I believe that Darren is probably correct, and the color constraints will be gone by the time I get to order that E-Ray.
It would also allowed you time to come up with a plan B instead of being put on the spot.
Yeah.
Because I was on the spot. I literally was sitting there like just staring, spinning. I'm like, I don't know. I was thinking, do I just do a black car? Do I do a white car? If I wrap it, it doesn't matter. And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm so mentally
torn. He's so conflicted.
So
poor Darren. I wasn't sure.
For all of you out there who have E-Ray allocations and they're early enough that you probably will be able to order one August 17th.
E-Ray pre-orders in with your dealer, or at least on a list with the dealer.
I think this delay is a huge benefit for you, just like I feel like it is for me. Let me know if you agree or not, but I think it's awesome. It gave me a lot of...
He just told Darren it's awesome that you didn't get your car.
For me.
Yeah. Great, Darren.
It's all about Mike tonight,
no,
okay?
Awesome news, Darren. You ain't getting your car.
Here's the thing.
You're not driving it, by the way.
Delay...
Only Mark gets to drive my car.
That's right.
Okay, let me redeem myself here.
God,
the delay didn't hurt you at all.
Now. He's so mean.
No, from a time, it doesn't
The
really
delay
matter.
didn't hurt him because he was still able to order a Z06 last week. The delay hurt anyone that wanted to order an E-Ray. However, I feel like it didn't hurt me because of the fact that now I can probably get my color that I want.
I mean, if they
see what I mean?
If they can't figure out the color, I mean, come on, it's paint color. And you're talking about
I agree.
2 to 3 of those colors are going to be, I think, very popular. Everybody wants Seawolf Gray. Everyone's talking about it. And that the new blue color is really nice.
That new blue is...
Riptide
I can't wait
blue.
to see it in Carlisle because it's got the metallic in it.
Yeah, Riptide blue is gorgeous.
It's going to look amazing.
It's going to look like my favorite color of all time, which is Marina Blue, 66 Marina Blue. I can't wait to see that color. If that thing is like a Marina Blue...
And cacti has grown on a lot of people, hearing a lot more chatter about it. Just people I know.
Oh. Yes, especially the interior. I kind of like that.
See, the interior, I still wouldn't do that interior.
No?
I don't know.
That matches it. It's made for that car.
Yeah.
Mark T says cacti for the win.
Yeah. He's committed for sure.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are probably wanting to know what my plan B is if in 2 weeks they say, nope, you can't get one of the new colors.
He's going to corner Taj at Carlisle and say, I want my car.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to submit 2 different builds to my dealer before the 17th. And if the color that I wanted desperately is not available, then
going with the second
going
build.
with the second build, because
it's like a good stock trade. You got to know your
That's
exit
right,
before
that's
you
right.
enter. So
That's
he's already got his plan.
He's got his sell
Yeah.
price and his buy price.
Right.
So that's my strategy.
Are you telling us what plan B is? No, you're not telling us the colors.
No,
right? No. I don't even know.
Because honestly, I don't even know the color yet. I really don't. I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure on my number 1 color yet. For the
So tough, man. You look at all those colors, and both silver 70th anniversaries were good colors, and then you look at the
here's the
orange,
problem though,
and then you look
is
at
on that builder. Those colors.
The colors are horrible.
I mean, if you look at Seawolf on the builder, it
Seawolf
doesn't
looks
look like
nothing
It
like
looks
Seawolf
bluish.
gray.
Yeah.
It looks like
it
a
looks
darker
really dark.
hypersonic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Which almost brings back, what was the name of the dark gray that they had in 2021? 20
Oh,
and
yeah.
21. What
It's,
was that called? Gray. That was a nice gray.
Shadow
Shadow
gray,
gray.
Which actually I really like.
Yeah.
That
Oh, I
shadow
do.
gray was nice.
I'm surprised that wasn't more popular. To be honest. That was a really good color.
But it's still, I don't, this Seawolf gray, they keep saying, I think, who said it? Did Rick say it? That you get close, it's actually got metallic?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I want to see this
Seawolf gray?
Yes, it's supposed to be that Dodge muted, flatter gray.
Right.
That's the whole point of it. Otherwise, just bring back shadow. So anyway, it'd be interesting to see.
By the way, real quick, I forgot to mention, but if you guys are chatting on here and you're getting frustrated because we're not seeing them, super chats are wonderful for that because they benefit both of us. They bring them straight up to us in a bold color. We get to see exactly what you wanted to ask, and it also helps support the Brinkofspeed community. Also, I can pull this up because some people do not like the
super chats and stuff because the cut that the
they don't
YouTube takes.
Yeah, they don't like the super chats. So here's Venmo if that's better for you. But if you Venmo, put a question in there or just say, hey, I Venmo'd you.
Do you take Western Union?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Just and
so, but yeah, I mean, if you want us to answer a question, we'll be glad to leapfrog other people. Just do it.
Chris Vogel, actually, he was in a situation. He put a comment in here where he got the call for his Z06 allocation, and he wanted the Riptide Blue, and he couldn't do it. So he did make a switch.
What do you get?
He didn't say, but he did say the dealer that going to get allocation from doesn't get a lot of cars, so he felt like which is
there
probably
wasn't going to be a second
move.
chance. Yeah,
if I was in that situation, I may have done something different, but I'm pretty confident I'll be fine.
Yeah. So
CM said took the plant tour a couple of weeks ago. God, I want to do that.
I know, because when I was going, it wasn't open yet.
No, it hasn't been open for years and years. The last time I went was like 2014. I'd love to.
Actually, we talked about doing that.
Really helped me to narrow down my color choice. However, only color he didn't see was cacti. He saw Seawolf gray then. Going down the line, this guy CM.
Oh, well, he probably went to the bash.
But lots of E-rays on the line.
If he went to the bash, he saw all of them.
A couple of weeks ago. The bash was more than a couple weeks ago.
No, they were building those pre-production. Like
pre-productions?
What do they call those cars?
Yeah, the CTFs.
All the ones we'll see in Carlisle.
Yeah.
Which we're probably going to see like 100 of them.
Oh, there's going to be so many.
I can't wait. It's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing.
I know.
Carlisle is so much fun, guys. So much fun.
You're like exhausted.
You know what, Mark? Since we've got the truck and trailer this year, you can buy so much stuff there, and we can bring it back for you.
Yes, remember the last time I was loading up your car? Yes, the last time I was looking for people to send my stuff back because you see a part from my car.
This year.
If I see a T-top for my 78 pace car at the right date code, it'll pass NCRS
there is shipping
judging.
and handling on our end, but
oh shit! See, but he can take it back. So
we got a lot of shipping.
So the deal is, you're getting your truck, and the trailer, and you're going to bring your car up.
Yeah.
What about? Oh, sorry, he doesn't have a car. You know, it was very disappointing to come to your house today, Darren.
I know that big garage space all wide open.
The big garage space. I pull up. I want to see his white 70th.
Well, we were disappointed when you didn't pull up in your C8.
Yeah,
too
it's
hot
store. It's
today,
too
it
hot.
says.
So, but anyway, I pull up and I'm like, oh, Darren's car isn't there.
Too hot.
So it's the first time I've been here since he sold his
I've
car.
never heard a single person in my entire life talk about a brand new car
Yes.
being too hot outside to drive their brand new car.
Okay, this week's trivia question. What's the temperature in Dallas right now, everybody? Trivia question.
It's
I don't care.
Go.
I don't care if it's 200
It
degrees.
is literally 107 actual degrees.
What'd you drive here?
My Trailblazer.
It wasn't too hot?
Oh, no, that thing could go through anything.
so John Somerville, I didn't realize this.
107.
Have you talked to him? He went to the CT5 school on the track last week.
Oh, nice. He did not.
We'll have to hear
Tell
more
me
about
his
that.
experience.
If we would have
yet.
super chatted, we would have seen the comment. We would have been able to talk about it,
So,
but we
John,
didn't see it.
awesome. I bet you had an absolute blast. There's a super chat.
There
for
we
you,
go,
buddy.
Kyle. So is Mark driving the Queen to? Are you
No, hell
kidding?
no.
I didn't drive it to Darren's house today.
Yeah,
at
he can't even drive 13 miles. let
No,
alone
it was literally like
1,300.
13 miles. No, I'm not driving that.
But guess
there.
what? He says he'll see us there.
Willie?
Yeah.
Kyle, very good. Yep.
Your phone's ringing.
See you guys in Carlisle. Very good. Excellent. Nice. We'll see a lot of people. Everybody
Yeah.
on this, like the 2,000 people that are on right now, they better show up to Carlisle.
2000.
Show up to Carlisle.
Did you tell?
It'll be a
We
great
didn't tell
time.
everyone that Clarence is going to be with us at our booth as well.
Yeah, Clarence will
Yeah.
be there.
I think we
and
told him
Rob
that.
from Corvette World.
Yeah,
Rob's going to be there.
of course. Yeah, of course.
We've got a big
We're-
spot. We got a 30 by 40 foot
We've
spot.
got some more surprises coming for you
Really?
guys too.
See,
We
just
may
so
be
you
doing
know.
balloon animals.
I'm telling you, we got some.
We got a stilts guy coming in.
got some
Ronald McDonald's
surprises.
going
Free
to
hot
come and do.
dogs, popcorn machine,
Thank you, Kyle, for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle.
some swag, giveaway swag.
There you go.
Caleb says he's very excited. R23.
Caleb, that's
currently
right. I met him
102.
there. Yep. Very good. Yes, this is. It's gonna be such a bummer. It's be like the same feeling that Darren got when he couldn't order a Z06. That'll be the day after Carlisle for me.
So
Just a bummer.
who on here is ordering an E-Ray on August 17th? Raise your hand.
So, say that who's not going?
No, who is ordering an E-Ray on the 17th?
That's when the good dealers are going to get their first allocations
Right.
if they get allocations for it.
Yep.
Mr. Hopeful.
Who on here is going to do that? I'd love to know.
And while you're talking, did you guys ever talk about Darren's thought about the whole delay in the production and the whole thing that's going on with UAW and all of that? Did you guys ever even talk about that?
So we talked a little bit about the strike
Yeah.
last week and when it could happen and what the consequences are, but we haven't really gone into detail.
I did read today that the UAW in Bowling Green, the local in Bowling Green, is going to start negotiating with GM on the 18th, I believe, of August is when it
But
starts.
my understanding, does it matter which local? It's all the same, isn't it?
I know it's all the same, but I don't know.
Or is it they all report back saying, we think we're good here, we're good here. And
but
then
you're
they-
right. He might be right. Maybe if somebody knows much about how the UAW works.
That was
but
my understanding.
They are going to meet with the local at Bowling Green, I think, on the 18th. And it'll just be interesting because the head of the UAW is being very, very...
Vicious.
He's just being very...
here's another question for Mike.
Real
sorry,
quick.
go ahead.
Keith French, thank you for the super chat. He says, wish I could be at Carlisle. My 70th anniversary Z06 in Pearl White is in transit.
Oh, get
Hopefully,
outta here.
I will pick up Friday. Thank you. Thank all of you for what you do in the Corvette community. You're very welcome. Congratulations. You are a lucky man.
And
So
we-
Keith, I
and we
probably tell
hate
you,
you.
Keith, I'm getting my car from your same dealer. I'm probably right behind you.
Really?
Yeah.
You know? Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
You and Keith are...
Yep.
So
they're in
maybe-
cahoots.
So he
So
was
he
probably
took
like
your
number
car?
No,
4.
he was right behind me because I remember. I think
Oh,
he
okay.
passed. I think he was trying to get the Z07. Remind me, Keith. Did you get a Z07? I think because they were telling me
But it's in transit, so it was built a while... Yeah.
he got one of the very last. He basically got the car that I would have won.
Oh, no.
But you know what? I've moved on. I'm on to different things. So
Like, unless we keep bringing it up.
no, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, he's moved on.
I moved on.
That's great. No, that's
But-
good. So, but yeah, that's... yeah.
So what were you
anyway,
gonna say?
We were going talking back about the strike.
so,
Yeah.
so my dealer, they called me again yesterday, and they said, "Hey, we just emailed you your build. I want you to just sign off on it one more time, sign it, send it back to us."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "All right." which I thought was a little bit weird, sort of. And he's like, well, we just want to make sure it's in the system for price protection. So do you think they could raise the prices in the next month or 2 or 3? Because last year, technically, they did it mid-model year.
They did it like that January, February.
Could, like UPS is saying, I don't know what the effect is on their earnings of their negotiations that's settling with the union.
Yeah.
Could they come back and be like, hey, we're raising the price in 3 months, X amount of dollars? I don't know. Could
be, but I mean, there's been. I'm not the first one with this prediction, but you've been reading about it. But if I were to guess or bet, they extended the production to the last day the union's going to be working because they're going on strike. It's going to be September 12th, and they ain't making Corvettes till like November. It's going to be a bloodbath. I think the UAW is going to be fighting with GM. The UAW president has already said he's very antagonistic. I'm trying to think of the word. I can't get it out, but he's being very adversarial with GM.
Dogmatic,
adversarial. He's just been a really tough guy, I guess, and I don't think Corvettes are going to be made till November. So everybody that's putting in their orders for 2024 might want to be patient.
But what Mike and I said, here's another big bummer. Let's just say you got your build for 2023 and it's being built, like say the end of August.
Mm-hmm.
Your car could be sitting there built for 3 months or 2 months or a month. When they stop all that quality control. Those are they don't say, oh, let's get these cars out of here and work for another.
They just put their stuff down and they go. We just called strike. We're done.
Turn off the lights. Yep. So I mean, that would be honestly more disappointing than just having to wait.
So Paul Lemon says he's number 15 at McMulcum, so he should get an early one. I agree 100%.
Hey, okay, so I know a person that's on the show right now.
You know a lot of people that are on the show.
Real question would be, do we get Mark's Corvette for a getaway car for her wedding?
Huh? Is that your son-in-law?
That's my daughter.
Oh.
Has she ever driven your car?
She has driven my car, yes. I say, do you think you want to drive? She goes, absolutely. She grabs the keys, yes. So my daughter's getting married soon, and she wants my car for the getaway car for the wedding.
Wouldn't
you know what? That's a great photo. Absolutely. Seriously, you got to make that happen.
Oh, absolutely. Both Corvettes. I'll bring both Corvettes down.
Put some miles on it.
No,
put some miles on it.
Don't go
Take
fast,
it around
Allie.
DFW.
I said, step on it, Allie. She stepped on it.
Good.
Yes.
Awesome.
Good. Been talking to Mike.
Joey B also said, like Darren, I traded in my Red Mist 22 for an HTC for an E-Ray. So it sounds like he's going to be getting an E-Ray from Sioka.
Sioka, which was just voted dealership of the year by General Motors.
Really?
They got the best. Yep, they got the best.
Like for
dealership
all
of the
cars,
year.
like just
how?
Dealership
but they have multiple dealerships. When we think of Sioka, we think of Sioka Corvette.
Keith from Corvette
They only have one
Blogger.
GM dealership, though.
I thought they had more than
Keith
one.
from Corvette Blogger said
Cadillac,
they got their
right?
number one GM deal, and they had a big event and a big party and gave Sioka. It doesn't mean they're the number one, because Keith said, reminder, that McMulcum is the number one.
Yeah.
But in terms of customer satisfaction, or whatever goes into that number, Sioka was voted, and they received their award. So, Sioka.
All right, let's give away something.
Do we have a trivia question?
Mine was going to be is how many fish has Mark caught in his life? Not this summer, not yesterday, not last week.
Oh, Cookie Dough Light said, I'll hold him to that promise. All right, Al, you got it.
Anybody want to guess how many fish Mark has caught?
How many fish has Mark caught in his life?
And you'll win a T-shirt.
Fished,
no, we'll do it.
Reeled the fish in.
No, we already have a winner. The first guy.
Eric Roseberry. I ain't really a boat guy. You remember the story from Pahrump in Nevada when I was getting sick from the motion sickness? I don't do boats very well. So
you don't need to be on a boat to catch a fish.
Vet Sweetness is on too. Haven't seen him.
Yep, 0, 2, 0.
Yeah.
Yep, 0.
Okay, so we need a real question.
How many guns has Mark shot? Let's find out.
Yes, how many guns have I actually shot? Yep.
But Eric Rosenberry is the winner of the T-shirt. So
the answer to the number of guns I've shot is less than the number that my daughter has shot, who's on the show right now watching. She's
less.
Yeah, she's had more time behind a gun than I have.
Are we counting BB guns and airsoft
No,
guns?
she went to a rifle on her high school.
And we're talking about for you.
Her mother went to on her high school graduation. They went to a shooting range. And
so, are you going to tell them how many guns you've shot?
0.
0 guns.
0. Zero guns.
What about BB guns?
I had a BB gun when I was young, sure. Yeah.
We're just going to have like a mandate, the three of us. And we're going to go drink beer, shoot guns.
Rip about, that's 3/4 of the tread off my tire.
In that order.
We need to take him hunting, too.
Yeah, we'll go kill something.
What do you think, Alan? Should I do all that?
Have you ever been off-roading in a truck and got stuck?
Never.
Oh, we're doing that. So we're going to go see, and he's going to dig us out.
You see, Allie, I think I've been a sheltered life. I've got to talk to Mom and tell her to let me go with the boys.
You've always been a Chevy guy.
Always.
What was their commercial? Like a rock.
Yes.
You need to find out
Like a
with
rock.
his truck.
What was the one after Like a Rock? It was.
Have you ridden a horse?
No, I've never. Have I ridden a horse? I don't think I've ridden a horse.
Have you ever thrown a bale of hay in the back of a truck?
No.
He doesn't like.
Doesn't know.
You are not the target GM guy.
I am the target. I grew up in suburbia.
Have you ever chewed tobacco?
No.
Jeez.
Never.
Remember in Vegas, he hadn't gambled either.
Well, I kind of gambled maybe $10 or $15 and lose it immediately. So I'm not really. But I can restore Corvettes.
I think we can knock out all these things in one day.
One day that'd be.
Caleb said, poor Mark. Joey B said, first day I lived in Houston in 1980, I bought a gun.
I'm telling you, these days I think I want to buy a gun, but I shoot myself. Well, yeah. I mean, as a kid, you're in fights, sure. I mean, you got to defend yourself, but. Yeah, no, it's just I need to get out. I've never smoked because my mom died of lung cancer.
Never a cigarette. Never, ever.
Wow. Ever will I touch something that will kill you, and there's no reason to do it. And
alcohol?
And it killed my mother.
He drinks.
Get me a drink. Get me a drink. Get me a beer. I'll drink the beer.
That'll kill you just like that if you're in a car and you're driving.
That's right. It will. But I won't do it in the car. But no, I'm not I wouldn't.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Did you use a pencil protector?
Of course, yes.
Hey, he was a
I have a
collegiate athlete. Let's not forget.
Let's put this way. How many people on this show played college sports?
Exactly.
And got a scholarship for it?
Yeah. Actually,
you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be our trivia question.
That's right. My trivia question.
Don't
swing it like that. That looks funny the way you do that.
He was on the band. The marching band.
Is that better?
That's close, but yeah. No.
Hey, speaking of athletes.
What?
So my nephew came in town last week, and I took him to Dave & Buster's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they have one of those pitching things where it clocks your speed.
Yeah.
So he's a baseball player, like a really good baseball player.
Really good baseball player, yeah.
And before he came out here, his fastest thrown ball was 81 miles an hour. He hit 87.
Wow.
On that thing.
You know what I call those machines that radar your ball, your arm destroyers, because people go up there, they got a few beers in there, they go as hard as they can without warming up, and they tear their rotator cuff. So
see, he warmed up.
Be careful.
He warmed up. He threw like 4 or 5 pitches in the 60s.
Very good. So at least he knows to warm up.
John just chatted. You said John is someone I've been. He just got. Well, I don't know, John. Did you get your allocation? Are you officially good to go?
So does that mean he's number 1? Thank you so much for the super sticker. He's got a balloon, a number 1, and a heart, and
What's your question? Do you
so he was supposed to get an allocation from, I can't remember what either, it might have been even Sioka for 2024, but he had based on what he told me he was going to build, it would have been a color constraint.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he changed his mind or not.
Well, again, thank you so much for that super chat. If you want to put, or the super sticker, actually, that is a super chat.
See, my friends are coming.
I wonder why he didn't put anything
My friends are coming to my defense. Somebody said never smoked or drank myself
wow,
either.
John, did you get the car? So he got his car from Sioka. He may be the very first person to have a Seawolf.
Wait. So
Stingray.
stop the press.
Seriously.
Stop the press. They didn't constrain it. They only gave a certain number out.
Well, you're right.
So this dude got a Seawolf gray one.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Because they were constrained.
Yeah.
He got one of the 8 Seawolf grays.
We kind of just didn't. We kind of went over that and didn't really clarify things, is what I'm trying to say.
Darren just didn't get his car, so we.
There was only 4 available.
Yeah, there was only 4 Z06s available in that color.
In the Z06 out of the entire country.
8 Stingrays.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Seawolf Gray is.
John, I was assuming he didn't get the car.
Wow.
Like the color. So if he got, that's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Well, he's going to know what it looks like because he's going to be the first person to have it for sure.
Yeah.
They said, I have been selected to replace Bruce Willis in the next Die Hard movie. Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Hey, somebody actually commented a different comment about you a couple weeks ago.
What? What'd they say? Good
They
or
asked
bad?
why the guy from Con Air was on here.
Who's that? Nicholas
Cage.
No, no, they were talking about Steve Buscemi.
I don't look anything like Steve Buscemi. My eyes are both straight, aren't they? All right.
That's only on Mr. Deeds that he has those crazy
Mr. Deeds,
eyes.
yes, that's true. That's true, Mr. Deeds.
And your teeth are straight.
That's right. See, so other than that, I look just like him.
Right.
But Paul says, you lived on
Oh,
Long Island and you never went fishing? Who said that? Yeah, I did. As a child, I went on a boat with my dad. It was supposed to be out in the Sound, Long Island Sound, and I got so sick, a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, something. I was so sick, and my dad was probably embarrassed that his son was throwing up over the edge of the boat. So that's the last time I'd ever been on a boat to fish. Now, I've been on boats other than that.
I'm actually surprised you didn't say this when we told you we needed to take you on a guy date.
Yeah?
But Eric Rosenberry said it for you.
What did he say? What did Eric say?
Click the bottom.
Let's see. Mark was the fastest on the track. Yes, baby, you got it, baby. Number one, the short track, not the long. Those guys have been on the long track. I was the best on the short autocross. Thank you.
Thanks for the super chat,
Thank
Eric.
you, Sir Eric. Very good. A little bit more than 2 next time. Give him add a digit to that.
I think I've got your information to send you out a shirt, but just in case, shoot me over an email so I have it for sure. So yeah, there were 0 cacti given though. So that was the one color that no one could get.
Yeah.
But the Riptide Blue, I believe there was like 30 something, 32 or 30, something like that. Riptide Blue.
Yeah,
There was
like
a lot more
15
Riptide Blue.
Z06 and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So there were some available, but when you look at all the different dealerships out there, I mean.
Okay, so now are we getting that because that segued perfectly to our trivia question. Are we ready to give something out?
No, we
We already did.
Technically, you're fishing. That turned into the question.
Yeah,
No,
Eric
but we have to
Rosenberry.
give something away. Aren't we giving something away?
we are. Where
Yeah,
have you
sure.
been?
Well, I have
gave
a
a shirt
trivia
away.
question. That's my job is to come with a trivia question.
Let's give out a key tag. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We
Get
have
ready for another question, everyone.
We have a. Well, that was a joke kind of question.
Sponsored by Mark.
That's right. Okay. Let's see. Let me get. Let's see.
Kerry Glock, no cacti. What a shame.
There was
Yeah.
people in here commenting. I don't know if they're just joking, but people are commenting. They're liking the cacti.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should. How fun would that be? Brinkofspeed Man Weekend, Dallas, Texas,
Mark gets lost.
2023.
You know
where we go? We go to Derek's ranch. We'll shoot some tannerite. We'll blow up some stuff. He hasn't blown up anything. We'll blow up some
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll
I'd
blow up
love
some
to blow.
stuff.
So I bet I'd be a good. I bet I could
We'll
be a
catch
good
a fish.
shot.
We can do everything. Catch a fish. We can
Yep.
shoot a hog.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm in.
Maybe
We keep saying
maybe
we're going there, but we never go.
We could do that other thing.
Yeah. We could do that other thing. It's true.
Uh-oh.
Let him do it.
What other?
No, you would never
thing?
let him do that.
No.
You know what
He's
we're
not
talking
gonna-
about?
I think I know what you
you're right.
what you were planning on doing before.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
You don't like the.
Okay, Paul Yunker says, please no old C1 trivia.
Okay. Why is my notes list? My list. Why is this showing like that? Where's
Oh,
my
you
notes?
want your normal notes?
My normal notes.
Right
Yes.
there, I think.
Let's see.
Do you have it?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So now
Question.
you said you talked about dealers.
Yeah.
And who said they don't want a question about 78s?
No, they
No,
don't want a
C1s.
C1.
C1 question?
Yeah.
Okay, we could ask the question, what logo is on Mike's shirt?
No.
C1, 2, 3, 4,
no.
5, 6, or
That's-
7, or 8. That's dumb, but
That's
anybody
easy.
knows. That's easy, right? Okay, so my 78 pace car, they made one car for each dealer in 1978. Each dealer got one car, so you Z06 people waiting for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
next allocation, a dealer got one car. There were 6,502 dealers. So there were 6,502 pace cars made.
So what's the trivia question?
Trivia question is, how many dealers are there today that sell Chevys?
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Good question.
I don't know that answer either.
It's a
I was
damn
thinking
I
good
think I
question.
know the answer.
It's an exact number, too. And
I thought it was actually less than that number. I'm not giving it away, but I didn't.
You got to remember, there were no huge Toyota, Subaru, Mitsubishi dealerships back then. There were...
How many there were in 78? There was 6,000.
6,502.
Is that
very
correct?
close.
Let me see.
Okay.
Very close. That's a very close
Yeah,
number.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
But is that kind of surprising, though, a little bit?
Well,
No.
don't get me started about buying American, please. All those dealerships have been replaced by Subaru and Toyota and Honda that
That's
didn't
right.
exist before.
That's right.
So people go, oh, it's no big deal. See, with all foreign cars coming in town, and it's not big. It's been a big deal.
But there's more cars. Well, actually, no, I don't know the question. Is there more GM cars
Okay,
sold
Mark.
today than there was in 1978 in general?
They're rolling in. You know the answer. What's the answer? Show me. Oh, okay. I see it. I
Okay,
see it.
so do we
Okay.
have them rolling
Oh,
in?
wow.
Yeah, we got them rolling in.
Yeah, someone...
Hang on. Oh.
People are Googling this. They have to.
Well,
It's kind of a hard Google because I
There's-
didn't get it from Google.
Well,
Yeah.
there's people that have the answer.
That's the
they
exact
don't have
number.
they don't have the exact
Wait.
number.
What was it?
No, they don't have the exact
I
number.
saw something
This
that was
is
really
the number.
close.
Here, this is the number.
Well, they're very close.
Okay, I already have a winner.
You do.
I mean, he doesn't have the exact.
It's the closest, right?
Yeah,
To the
we're doing closest because he's very close.
Very good.
So it's Mark Kusti.
Cutsy,
Cutsy.
I
I think
think.
Mark, are you in Hawaii? I think
He guessed 2,890, and the answer is 2,858.
Okay,
So,
so there. I gave
he's
you a
the winner.
trivia question for the modern times, whoever
So-
said that. So there you go.
So congratulations. You can have either one of these. Which would you rather have, the American flag or
Let them know.
the launch key?
Send
so.
them an email.
Mark, the one I follow him on Instagram. I think so. It's pretty. He's an interesting story. He has a Z06 and he's in Hawaii.
He is from Hawaii.
But he's probably the only guy in Hawaii that has a Z06.
Wow.
And I think he got his car here in Texas, in San Antonio.
And shipped it
and
over?
would've shipped it over.
Wow.
But Mark, are you the only guy in Hawaii that has a Z06? He has to be. Well, maybe not, but
I remember Hawaii's all those different islands. There may be one on each of
yeah.
the islands or something. Or
and what do they the delivery? Is it $15.95 to deliver a car to Hawaii, or you pay extra? I don't know.
I'll bet the delivery charge in Hawaii is a lot. Remember, because they always say the continental 48 states, right? So Alaska and Hawaii is probably
Yeah,
higher.
it's probably pretty up there.
Everything's more expensive.
So
now,
I put my email in there for you, Mark. Just go ahead and email me your shirt size, or I'm sorry, which one of these you want, and your address in Hawaii, and I will ship it out to you.
So Joe G sounds like he's surprised. He said you guys are saying that they won't ship cars if they're on strike, and that's yes.
Well,
Because they had a plant shutdown on my hypersonic gray car, and my car was built, and it took an extra, was it 2
Yeah,
weeks?
you are correct.
But
They won't.
if the plant stops, I mean September 12th, like if they've got cars that roll off the assembly line on the 11th or something,
Those aren't being shipped. Those are going to quality control.
Well,
Right.
yeah, that's correct, and there'll be no quality control guy there. Now, maybe the managers might try to
Nope.
do something about getting cars out,
Nope.
but remember, the shipping company is not anything to do with GM.
It doesn't matter. There
Doesn't
won't be
matter.
anybody there to
Doesn't
put
matter.
those cars on.
I know that's sometimes
From an
what I do,
optic
but-
standpoint, GM doesn't want this to linger on because then they look like, oh, you're the big,
Yeah.
greedy corporation. You can't even pay your employees, and that's where we're at in this world now. So,
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying though?
Hopefully.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
But I've also been told by subscribers who know about the UAW that it's like the most corrupt union there is. So
You're saying that on live on here. You might not be here next week.
I gotta go. Sorry,
am.
guys. Bye. See you.
am.
Bye. Bye.
hey, these are not
Is the mob involved? in
these
this
are not
too?
my words. These are not my words.
There's black SUVs pulling up. I see them. Hey, I don't know this guy.
The reason why I'm saying that is because it's like good luck GM. That's why I'm saying
You're
that.
saying it's their way of the highway type thing. Like,
Yeah.
But like I
They're
said,
saying
it
it's
doesn't look good for GM to squeeze them. Be like, oh, we're not going to pay them an extra $2 an hour with all this inflation. Our workers can't, pay for their kids' education and putting meals on the tables.
All right. Okay.
So-
Remember what happened to Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah.
I said.
Are you
I'm-
good?
Let
Are
me
you
see
good?
what it's like to sit in that
Yeah.
chair next
Yeah.
week.
I hope you're a good swimmer with concrete blocks on your feet.
All right. So anyway, very good. Shipped to Oahu, Hawaii for $3,600.
That's amazing. So he said he was number 2 on a dealership for a Z06 in San Antonio. He got the car, and it cost $3,600 to get it back to Hawaii. I would have thought it'd been way more than that. I mean, that's very reasonable.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So my buddy just shipped his from New Jersey here, enclosed trailer, $1,800. So
that's a lot.
It's still a lot of money.
I thought that was a pretty fair deal for an enclosed trailer that far.
Yeah,
it depends on who your carrier is too. Hopefully, it's not one of those brokers. Hopefully, it's a reliable, or a couple of them.
None of them are reliable.
Yeah,
I mean like the reliable company. The orange reliables. Those are the ones that you'll see at Carlisle.
There's some good advice for anybody that ships cars. Is
don't
be prepared for shenanigans. When they show up, they will ask for more money cash, and they will say, "I can't take your car unless you give me $500." Because and trust me, I've been through it.
Right.
You don't go through a broker, because those brokers. No, you call the reliable company, or you call Bob the transport. I don't know the names of them anymore, but you call the actual company and they will set it up.
But
it might take longer.
But they don't do that. Some of them do. Most of them don't. They're all through brokers, and they switch drivers on you.
Yeah, it's
not fun.
Yep.
Which is honestly, that's why I sold my car to the guy in Oklahoma. I had 2 other people that actually would have paid me more. Even before
you just didn't want to see it go on a truck, yeah.
No, I just didn't want to, because I had dealt with a motorcycle 2 months ago, and they failed to come 3 times.
Yeah.
And the guy that showed, this is no joke, I don't know, I might have told you this, I got pictures of it. He showed up, he had a Lotus, a Land Rover, and he had space about this big. He wanted to put a Harley on. And he had 2 or 3 straps. I ended up giving him like 4 straps. I helped him get it in there and tie it down. It was this younger guy. He knew. I was like, if I didn't help him, that bike was falling over on a brand new Lotus.
Yeah.
It was scary to see what he was doing.
Yep. All right. Well,
all righty. Well, we are out of time, so we are going to get going. But thank you, everyone who joined. Subscribe button and the bell, and that will notify you. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you guys on the next Octane Hour. You going to hit the...